What's going on, guys, and welcome to today's video. And today we are going to do just a super quick video for my TRX guys here on the channel. I like to intermittently get with you guys on build quality issues that I find on brand new trucks. And we have a brand new Lunar Edition. Now, this thing is already sold, unfortunately, so I can't say come on down and buy this thing because, like I said, I think it is already sold, but we will do a quick just kind of overview on what I have found on this thing after, like I said, checking this thing in brand new off the truck, because early on in the TRX world, we had a lot of just goofy, weird issues, or just production line assembly issues. Nothing detrimental, nothing horrible, obviously. Wiring not clipped into places, you know, stuff like that, which isn't honestly going to cause issues, but again, I just like to address them and like to keep you guys informed on our, you know, TRX stuff, if you will. So, like I said, this is a Lunar Edition, and I haven't got to see one in person, and man, the color in person is absolutely awesome. So yes, we're kind of shadowy inside the building here, but if you haven't seen a Lunar Edition in person, the awesome ceramic gray paint with the beadlock capable wheels in all black, and man, those look extremely good. Now, with other special edition trucks, you do not have the black lower two-tone. You are all one color here. But like we have found out on the 23s, regardless of trim, paint, whatever, you've got the black door handles. But again, this thing with the single tone paint with the black wheels looks absolutely awesome looking here. Now, the only kind of other notable thing is the Smurf blue stitching here on the seats, center console, everywhere that you would expect here. Up here on the dash, on the steering wheel. But I'm sure you guys know, obviously, about the Lunar Edition. So back to our build quality issues. This truck, I will say, probably had the least amount of issues of all of the trucks that I've looked at. So that just means that they're getting them put together better over time. Now, you would obviously hope so, since we've been putting these things together since 2021. But the first thing I kind of noticed was the supercharger coolant level. Now, I'll throw a picture up here on the screen. Now, it looks like it's decently low, but honestly, that reservoir is so absolutely small that it just took a minuscule amount. But again, still, it's just not totally full at the max line. It was down at the min line. Is that going to cause issues in the future? No, probably not. But I like to have every single one of these trucks rolling out of the shop, out of the building, as perfect as I can humanly make them. Another thing I did check on this truck was the fuses. This was another early on thing in the TRX world where we were checking all of the fuses in the under hood fuse box, and then there is another fuse box under the steering wheel. Checked both of those and had a decent amount of relays, mostly, that weren't fully seated. Were they going to fall out? No, probably not. But again, it's just something that we found early on in the TRX world. Now, is that an assembly line issue? No, the assembly line is not putting together those fuse boxes. That is some other manufacturer that builds them, ships them to the assembly line. The assembly line just installs them in the vehicle. But again, something that you can do some research online, see the guys that are showing, you know, fuse box locations, how to get to those, and just seating those fuses in all the way. Now, guys, last but not least is fluids. That's one thing I've harped on if you've watched the channel for any amount of time, is fluid levels underneath the trucks. I'm just gonna say every single TRX that has come off of the assembly line, either the front diff or transfer case fluid is low to some extent. Now, whether that be a teeny amount or a half quart, it just varies by truck. Now, this truck, I will say the front axle fluid was basically completely full. I put a few drops in and then it started running out. So for all extensive purposes, I will say the front axle was full, But the transfer case, I probably put 1/4 of a quart of fluid in before I got it to run out of the fill hole. Now, is a 1/4 quart of fluid going to cause issues? Again, no, probably not. But again, I feel better knowing that all the trucks that I personally laid hands on have full transfer case, full driveline fluids as they are rolling out. If you are going to be driving these things hard, I would rather have even that extra quarter fluid, helping keep everything cool, keeping everything lubricated, the clutches in the transfer case, the bearings in the transfer case, everything lubricated as it should be. I've got a video on the channel of us going through the TRX, changing front axle, rear axle, transfer case fluids, if you want to reference that to see fluid type, condition, part number, and what needs to be done to fill and or check those. So again, very few things, but again, some things that I still would want checked on my personal truck. And if you are buying a TRX and don't have some yahoo like me underneath it when it is brand new checking it over, those are definitely still some very good things to do some inspection at the house once you get it home from the dealership, and hopefully get your truck perfect and ready to go jump on it and beat it outside in the dirt. So guys, a shorter video here for you guys, but it was a Lunar Edition. I wanted to get you guys on the camera so you could see the truck and we could talk about what I am still finding on these brand new TRXs and hopefully make yours that much better. So guys, I am almost in the new house. That means we are almost in the new garage, and that means we almost get to start making videos at a good pace again. So hang with me just a little bit longer, and yeah, we'll start making some videos in the new garage. So guys, as always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you guys next time.